At 10:47 p.m., my phone lit up a notification. I was slouched on the couch, a half-drunk beer sweating on the coffee table. Thumbing through an endless feed I wasn't even reading. The message appeared on my lock screen, and for a second my hand hovered above it like it belonged to someone else. I'm staying at Jason's tonight. Don't wait up. It was from Megan, my wife. Not a date, not a fling. My wife of 7 years. At first, my mind scrambled for explanations. A wrong number. A group chat. Some joke I wasn't on. But the longer I stared, the heavier it felt, like the ceiling was coming down on me. She'd sent it on purpose. She'd meant me to see it. Jason. Of course I knew the name. Everyone knew Jason. Charming in that effortless way that made you want to dislike him, but couldn't. Always grinning. Always a hand on someone's shoulder. Megan had mentioned him before with that suspiciously casual tone people use when they're already hiding something. I unlocked my phone with shaking hands and typed one word back. Okay. Nothing came back. Not that night. Not the next morning. I stayed awake on the couch, the phone clutched in my hand, staring at a screen that refused to light up with her name. By dawn, my beer was warm. The TV still flickered soundlessly, and my chest felt like it had been hollowed out with a blade. At 8:14 a.m., the door opened. Megan walked in wearing the same clothes she'd left in. Her hair was a little mussed, her makeup smudged. She didn't even flinch at the sight of me, as though she'd practiced this scene in her head. "You're up early," she said lightly, setting her bag down. "I didn't sleep. I managed." "Why not?" she asked, like she hadn't just blown a hole through my life. I held up my phone, her message glowing on the screen. For a split second, something flickered in her eyes. Guilt, recognition, or maybe just irritation at being caught. "Oh," she said flatly. "So you saw that? Do you want to explain?" My voice cracked. She leaned against the counter, arms folded. "I didn't want you to wait up. That's all. That's all." I stood, every muscle in me shaking. "You told me you were staying at Jason's. Don't wait up. What does that mean, Megan?" Her practice indifference slipped only long enough for her to say, "It means exactly what you think it means." I thought I was ready for it. I wasn't. Her words ripped me open. 7 years of marriage. 13 years together. All undone in one casual admission. "Jason," I whispered, like the name itself might splinter me. "Yes," she said, chin lifted. "Jason." I sank back down on the couch, the air leaving my lungs. "How long?" "Does it matter?" she asked coolly. "Of course it matters." I snapped, tears burning. She gave a small, almost mocking shrug. "A few months." While I'd been working late to pay the bills, planning trips, trying to keep us together, she'd been with him. "Why?" It came out broken. "He makes me feel alive," she said simply. "He listens. He doesn't just sit around drinking beer and zoning out." The knife twisted deeper. I wanted to yell, to throw something, to beg her to take it back. But instead, a strange calm settled over me. Shock, maybe, or survival. I picked up my phone. "I'm glad you told me," I said quietly, her head tilted, suspicious. "That's all you're going to say?" "No," I replied, fingers moving across the screen. "I'm also texting my lawyer." For the first time, her mask cracked. "What? You think I'm going to fight for you? Beg you to stay?" "No, Megan. You already left last night. So here's what's going to happen. You'll pack your things and leave this house today." Her eyes flashed with anger. "You can't just throw me out. This is my house, too." "Our house," I corrected. "The house I pay for. And you're right. You'll get your share in the divorce. But you're not staying here." "You're being dramatic," she scoffed. "No," I said, my voice steady now. "I'm finally being real." The weeks that followed blurred together. Lawyers. Documents. Silent encounters in hallways. Megan moved in with Jason, showing him off like a trophy she'd earned. People whispered. Some avoided me. Others sent quiet messages. I always thought something was off. She was always too close to him. Their words cut, but they also stitched me back together. I wasn't crazy. I hadn't imagined it. Nights were the hardest. lying awake staring at the ceiling, haunted by her laugh, her scent on the pillow, the ghost of what we'd been. It wasn't just the cheating that broke me. It was the trust, the way she let me believe I was enough while she gave herself to someone else. A month later, she showed up at my door, her hair neat, wearing the perfume I used to love, her eyes softer now, almost pleading. "Can we talk?" she asked. I let her in, against my better judgment. She sat on the same couch where she'd once confessed everything, wringing her hands. "Jason is what I thought," she said. "It's not the same. I miss you. I miss us. You miss me now that he's not enough." "I made a mistake," she whispered. "A huge mistake. Can we fix this?" For a moment, part of me, the raw, aching part, wanted to believe her, to rewind the clock. But then I remembered that text burned into my memory. "I'm staying at Jason's tonight. Don't wait up." Do you remember what I replied? I asked. She blinked. "You said okay?" "Exactly," I said. My voice was calm. "Final. That was the moment you ended us. I didn't fight, didn't beg, because I knew you weren't my wife anymore. You were his, and now you'll never be mine again." Her face crumpled. She reached for my hand, but I pulled away. "Goodbye, Megan," I whispered. And this time, I meant it. When the door shut behind her, a strange peace settled over me. The pain was still there, but beneath it was something stronger. Freedom. Her betrayal had burned me down to ash, but from that ash, I was rising. I knew, as I stood in the quiet of my own home, that I would never again wait up for someone who didn't value being there.